Good morning, everyone. Kristie Howard here, and I am on my way to the thrift store to look for some eBay bargains for my business. But I just left the house and I wanted to make a video to talk to you about what I've been up to. And if you guys have followed me, you know that I'm reading Think and Grow Rich, and I've started a blog, video blog, and written blog project with that, where I'm kind of dissecting, actually that's the name of it, dissecting Think and Grow Rich, because I read this book years ago, probably about 4 or 5 years ago, and now that I'm reading it again, and I'm reading it to apply it to my life and actually take action on it, honestly I don't even remember reading it the first time. It's amazing the amount of information that I'm getting from that book, and how powerful it is for me, because I guess I'm ready to receive the information now, and I obviously was not ready to receive the information when I read it the first time. But I'm doing that, and this morning I woke up super early and I couldn't go back to sleep. So I came downstairs and I was going to do some work, some blogging, and I couldn't will myself to write at that time of morning, because while I was awake I was not ready to form complete sentences and do punctuation. So I popped in a movie that a friend of mine, Carlos, gave to me probably about 3 to 4 years ago. And I think I watched it at that time maybe once and didn't do anything with it. The name of the movie is The Secret, and it's based off of a book also called The Secret. And right now the name of the author, her name is Julia something, but it escapes me. I can put it down in the comments in the description area below this video later on, but I'm sure you've heard of it. If you Google The Secret, it'll come up. But I watched that movie again this morning. It's a short documentary type film, and wow, I just wanted to come and talk about that a little bit, because again, I watched that movie years ago when Carlos gave it to me, and I didn't do much with it. I was like, oh, it was nice, inspirational, positive thinking, power of the universe, you know, law of attraction, blah blah blah. But I didn't receive it. I didn't do anything with it. I didn't really understand the power and the significance of it. But it's a great compliment if you are reading Think and Grow Rich and you are applying the concepts of Think and Grow Rich, as I am right now in my life. The Secret is a very nice complement to go with that, because it's talking about mindset, it's talking about positive thinking, it's talking about positive energy, it's talking about controlling the thoughts that you put out, and how if you think about something and you know, think and grow rich, literally, you know, there's talking about thinking and growing rich, and this movie is talking about, you know, the law of attraction and how you need to control your thoughts to control your destiny. So the two go together very well. I've heard a lot of people make fun of the book or the movie The Secret, and saying, oh yeah, think yourself rich, or oh yeah, you know, just think positive thoughts, and it's not that simple. And a lot of people have made fun of it from that perspective, and you know, I say, you know, they don't know what they're missing, because if they think that it's a bunch of baloney, or if they think that it's not true, or whatever, then that's unfortunate for them. As what I say is, that's very unfortunate for them, because I absolutely believe it, and I can testify that I have seen the results of positive thinking in my life in particular, and watched how a very dear friend of mine, I won't say her name, but she is a great example of how thinking negative and always thinking that something bad is going to happen to you truly manifest in your life, because she is one of those people who always expects the worst. She's always talking of, oh, well, someone's going to do this, someone's going to do that. She's paranoid about everything. She is negative about most things, you know, and she thinks that everything that could happen is going to happen to her. And generally speaking, it does. You know, she'll say something one day, and a week or some months later, it'll happen to her. And she was paranoid about it And, you know, I can understand when people are paranoid about something because it has happened to them and they don't want it to happen again. That's one thing. But if nothing has ever happened to you and, you know, you have no reason to feel like it will happen to you, but you're just kind of going out in the universe and finding all the bad things that you could possibly find and then saying, okay, this thing could happen to me and I'm just going to wait for it to happen. That's what I feel like she does. Maybe not in a literal fashion, but that's what she does, and bad things happen to her, and she doesn't have a lot of good fortune in those particular instances because of that. So me, on the other hand, I never dwell on bad things, and I never sit around and dream up what bad things might happen to me. I try to be safe. I try to take, you know, I have common sense, and I try not to be gullible, but I generally don't think that there's a bunch of people out there trying to do bad things to me, and as a result, I feel like my life is mostly positive. So take from that what you will, but I believe in it. I'm going to start to even make it more applicable in my life with my wealth building, thinking more positive thoughts about how much money that I'm going to be able to make, building wealth, living in abundance, prosperity, and that's what I'm going to do, because I think that if it works in these other areas of my life where I think positive and do positive and receive positive, that it can also manifest in my goal of financial freedom. So that's it for now. I'll have some more videos out this week, so stay tuned. And thank you guys. I really appreciate your comments. I appreciate you following me. I appreciate all that you do, and I hope to meet you again out in cyberspace. Kristie Howard, and I'm signing off for now. Bye.